It's time to go!
Good evening and welcome to Claude the Banstas on this boring Saturday night international shitty football. Let's fuck all that off, everyone, and welcome to an evening with the Claude the Banstas. How's that sound? Welcome to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for coming over. I know you're all bored, so come and join it with us. We welcome everybody and anybody. It's like a family on this channel, and we really appreciate you. First and foremost, I've got my bro from another Mo, the good, gorgeous-looking Diesel with me tonight. How you doing, Diesel? Hope you're well.
Yeah, all good, mate. All good, all good. Like you say, Tel, it's just, mate, it's so boring, isn't it? It's yeah, it's boring. And do you know what, guys in the chat and the guys at home watching, we thought, what better thing to do than a boring Saturday night? Speak to the family, speak to the guys in the Bansta house. Hence, this is why we're here, and it looks like a good turnout in the chat room. So I hope you're all well. It's going to be a good one tonight.
It is indeed. We've also got the legend himself, the one and only Claudio. How you doing, Claude?
I'm okay, boys. It is boring, isn't it? I was watching the Germany-Ukraine game, trying to get into that, but not really. I can't get into it at all. Let's one more week and we're back on what really matters, the Premier League.
Exactly.
It really does.
Exactly. As you can all see, thank you very much. There's a few comments saying about the studios, the Sky Studios. This is another trial. This is another trial. This one will be probably our studio every time it's us three together, not a watch along. This will be the studio one. I've tried all day to get Diesel and Claude on my own screen. I've only been doing this for about a week and a half, so I'm still mucking about with it. We will get there in the end. So Claude and Diesel won't be in the little screens beside me that side. They will be just next to me in the studio soon, hopefully. So we will get that sorted out. Obviously, you can see the subscribers up in the left-hand corner. We've got the Fiddy printer going across the bottom. There'll be a lot of other things happening to do with the screen. And like I said, we're moving forward. We're moving forward, and we can only do that with your help. So if anyone would like to become a member of our YouTube, I'll put the link up soon. And also, if everyone can like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and get the word out there, we would really appreciate it. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about a couple of topics that have happened today, and then we're going to open it up to questions and Finny by the people in the chat room, and we'll try and get as many questions as we can on this boring Saturday night, and that's why we're coming live to you tonight. So first of all, Diesel and Claude, I'm hearing. Obviously, these new Sky and BT pay-per-view games, £15 a game, and it looks like our game after the Man City game, the Leicester game, I'm hearing and seeing reports that instead of it being on a Saturday at 3 o'clock, it will be on Sunday at 7:15 for £15. Let's start with yourself, Diesel, first. What's your thoughts on the £15 pay-per-view, and obviously having to pay it and move into our game to that day?
Yeah, it's a rip. Personally, I think it's an absolute rip-off. I get what people are saying. On the one side, you're looking at it thinking, you're saying it's a hell of a lot cheaper than having a season ticket, right? But then the people who have got Sky, Virgin, or whatever it is, that's. Let's be honest, Tel, that's not cheap. You're looking at £100 plus a month, and you're telling me that on top of that, you have to pay an additional 15 quid to watch a game. Nah, sorry, for me, it's an absolute rip-off. Bear in mind, right, we're in a time of, uncertainty with what's going on. Redundancy is on the rise. People are losing their jobs. Money's tight. When you take all of that into consideration, sorry, I think it's an absolute bump. So no, I don't agree with it at all. Don't agree with it. And I, for one, shall be trying my hardest to find certain streams in order to bypass that money and watch it for free. That's just my take.
What about you? What about you, Claude?
Unfortunately, as much as I know what you're saying and I understand this, what is it? See, what I look at it this way, though. If you'd had to go to the game, you'd have had to pay 3 times, probably about twice the amount of money anyway. And the day out as well, you're going to have to pay. You're going to pay that money. So they have to put. Listen. A lot of the little clubs below, you've got to realise that's also going to be funneled through to all the clubs below in the league as well, and they've got to survive. And the only way they're going to survive is if some sort of money is coming through, and the money's not going to be coming through while we keep having this on with free view. So they're not getting their gate money. So hopefully. But what they're saying is that that money is going also through to the Premier League and going through to all the other clubs as well.
Oh, he seems to have gone for a second there, Diesel. Do you want to carry on? Sorry, I was just. He's back. He's back.
He's come back. He's come back.
He's back. The boy is back.
Claudiola, or as Lone Star said in the previous stream, Claudinho. Another good name. I don't know which one I prefer. Guys in the chat, tell us which one do you prefer, Claudiola or Claudinho?
Right. Sorry. I don't know what's going on here. So this has happened quite a few times now, where it just cuts. And you're both cutting. You're not both. I don't know about me, but you're both cut. How can I say? You're not coming through clearly on here. It keeps. I don't know if it's the new system that's doing this. Well, I was saying, yeah. So the money's got to go through to. It's got to go through to the clubs as well. And the only way that money we're going to get any money to clubs is doing that. And it's either that, or the clubs go into, especially the Premier League clubs will the big ones will survive for a while. But what you've got to look at is the teams like in the League One, League Two, and even some in the Championship. They can't survive. So any money is needed for them as well. So I look at it this way. Look, I look at it this way. If you were going to the game, Terry, you'd be paying. Well, how much would you be paying? Your ticket. How much is your ticket?
You can start off straight away, Claude, before you say that. Is your train ticket? Your train ticket's probably 15 to 20.
Right, exactly. So and not everyone's living around the corner like me. So let me put it this way up. Even the minimum game, which is a grade C game, yeah, it's £30. Then you got your drink, you go out, you're drinking and all that. It's a day. It's £50-60, isn't it? So. Yeah. Listen, and the away games are even more expensive. So because you've got to get in the coach, you've got to do things like that. So you're getting that for £15. Yeah. You're going for £15. It's not ideal, but if it helps the clubs below, the ones that really need it, I'm for it. You know, that's it. That's how I feel. That's how I see it.
Okay. We've got a super chat here from Daniel. Thank you very much, Daniel. Hope you're well, mate. He says it's Mental Health Day today, so just wanted to say to the sufferers out there, you are not alone. Glad to be here. Thank you, Daniel. Really appreciate that, mate. And like he said, if anyone is suffering and just want to chat, I know for a fact that mine, Diesel, and Claude's inboxes are always open.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
yeah, it's a very It's an illness that is not really given much. How can I say it? Much respect from the government. I don't think they see it. They class it enough, give it enough attention, I should say, and I don't know. I just feel that we should be giving it more attention, and I'm glad things like this and are now coming out. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's I don't know what more to say on it, really, to be honest. But yeah, it's a good thing to have. I mean, I've suffered myself, as you all know. I've had suicidal thoughts in the past. Luckily, that I didn't go ahead, but and it's not just once; it's a couple of times as well. So I think now I'm over all that, but you still got to be. I wake up sometimes. Sometimes I wake up some days I don't feel great, but I go for a walk. I get it out of my system. I have to get it out of my system. Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy, and there's nothing. How can I put it? Every day that I wake up, I look at it as if every day I wake up now, I'm pleased, I'm happy, that I've woken up and I can see the blue skies outside. So I think what we do need to do, and what is the most important thing is never keep it to yourself. If you've got a problem, pick up the phone, find someone that you know, pick up a phone. There's always someone there to help you.
No, that's brilliant words, Claude. Brilliant words. And Carter Stage says Mental Health Day, Slander Xhaka for good health. We've got another one from Zein. How you doing, Zein? Hope you're well. Thank you very much for your contribution, mate. Really appreciate it. And he's put, Terry, you are doing a goal bridge with the setup. Thanks, mate. If we could get a quarter of a way of being like Mark Goldbridge, Zane, I'd take that all day long, mate. You know what I mean? So we will get there. We will get there, Zane. Like I said, it's only been a week and a half since I've been mucking about with this, and we will get there in the end. And Claude and Diesel will be on the one screen with me in the end. We will get there. So I just got to pick this one up because this was quite funny, and that is Anthony. Anthony Herbert, how you doing, mate? He said, "Is that Terry or Mr. Chips from Catch Rate?"
Oh yeah.
What
do you mean?
It was the geezer. That was Roy Walker, wasn't it?
Yeah. Roy Walker. Say what you see.
Yeah, just say what you see.
I've got to say, your head does get a bit. It's quite big on there, mate. Your head seems to be bigger than the desk.
What are you trying to say, Claude? I don't know. Yeah, so it looks like the Arsenal Leicester game will be played on a Sunday night now. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but there are a lot of reports. And
it will be, Terry. I'll tell you why. It's Sunday at 7:15 because we're playing Thursday night on the Europa League. Yeah. We'll never have been on a Saturday. Yeah. We'll never have been on a Saturday.
No. Exactly.
In a Sakra. Go on, my son.
Obviously,
Terry, should we play catchphrase then? Is it catchphrase?
So, do you know what? All right, so tell. This was the point I was making, right? I totally get what Claude's saying, right? But I can see what Arsenal Manic's saying, right? Because basically, when you've got a lot of people who have got either Sky or Virgin and they're paying in excess of £100 a month, right? That obviously the Sky Sports and the BT Sport, that's always come included in that package. Yeah. So now what they're basically saying is, you still in it. On top of the £100 odd a month you've got to pay for your Sky, on top of that you're now having to pay an extra £15 per game. If Arsenal got 4 or 5 games in a month, I mean, obviously, you do the math. It's a lot of money.
But hold on, Diesel.
This is for non-season ticket holders as well, huh?
This is not going to them, though, is it? It's not all that money's not going to them. It's going to the Premier League.
Yeah, but people don't. I don't give a toss where it's going. If I'm honest, Claude, it's my money.
You're blaming Sky. You're blaming Sky, but that money is going to the Premier League. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So if you want to put the blame, you have to put it on the Premier League. But then the Premier League will tell you, if you don't want these clubs to go bust or anything like that, what do you want them to do? The biggest one, who's to blame, is that man in number 10. That's the blame. All of this crap is down to Boris Johnson.
Because, all right, irrespective of where that money's going, I can't see anyone who's paying all that money a month on Sky to think, oh, well, it's going to the Premier League or it's going to wherever. Oh, in that case, that's fine. I'll happily pay it. People don't give a toss. You know, times are hard, Claude. You know, for everyone, times are hard. You know, morally, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Morally, it's wrong. But then what's the solution then? What's the solution? What is the solution then? What's the government won't pay for it. So what's the solution?
Hold up. It doesn't matter about the government. There's two things I want to say on this. First thing is that all the Premier teams had a vote, right? They all had a vote to if they wanted this to happen. And there was only one team that voted against it, and that was Leicester City. They didn't want to charge fans to watch their home games. They was the only team. Let's have it right. So it was the Premiership teams that actually voted on this too. And they voted for it, right? So let's get that right in the first place, right? Second thing I want to say is, me personally, I've been saying this for years anyway, right? I don't know why they don't charge people to watch your own team, because the reason why I say that, right, is because I would rather pay a £5 every week to watch Arsenal than to sit down on a Super Sunday, and no disrespect to these teams, but watch a Brighton versus West Brom game. It's no disrespect to them. Do you know what I mean? But
Terry, you're so harsh.
Yeah, but Terry, see, that argument is defeated, because you could be what you say that, right? But then you could be. You say you only want to watch Arsenal, right? But then you might want to watch a team that's challenging you for the title. So you won't be able to watch it. Man, so you can't have it both all that way. You know,
what I'm saying is,
what do they do?
No, listen, what I'm saying, Claude, is that you still have your Super Sundays and whatever, and if that's the case, but at 3 o'clock, if Arsenal are on and they're not showing the game and they want to charge me a £5 for it, I will gladly pay a £5 for it, because I don't want to sit there and watch any other fucking team. It's as simple and easy as that. I want to watch Arsenal.
Yeah, but then the others will lose. The Premier League would lose their rights, wouldn't they? So they wouldn't be able to sell it abroad. So at the end of the day, it comes down to money and to keep these clubs going. So the only reason this TV, the clubs are getting all these expensive players is because of the TV deals. It's because of these TV deals at the moment. So what would you do? Maybe your scheme might not work so well.
But don't worry, because once again this season, right, we'll have a season ticket for Barcelona and we'll have a season ticket for Real Madrid, because all their games will be on Sky for free this season. Am I right or am I wrong? So if you know that's what I'm saying, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Joseph, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for your contribution, Super Chat, mate. He said, big up my bro Diesel. Big up Terry and Claude. To come on, you Gunners. We will smash City next week. Laugh out loud. El Nini Xhaka masterclass. I don't know about that, Joseph. No, you love them, Terry. Laugh out loud. I think you've done that as a joke for me, Joseph, but there you go. But if they do,
such a fan. Oh God! Big up, Joe. Thank you, mate.
I'll tell you what. Let's move on to this topic, boys, and that is obviously it looks like there may be a deal coming in place for Mesut Ozil to have his contract.
By the way, have the cleaners been in there? Have the cleaners been in there?
The cleaners, a bit dusty down the sides, mate. You know what I mean? I think we need to sack that one and get a new one in. But there you go.
It looks like they've missed something on that side, mate. Get some proper cleaners in that studio.
Bless you, Daniel. Bless you, brother. Bless you. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you.
Yeah. So what was this? Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much, mate. What was it earlier called about Mesut Ozil? Give us the lowdown.
What's that?
About Mesut Ozil.
Well, they reckon that they're very close to an agreement. I mean, I've got some sources have told me, right, and this is nothing to do with number HP or anything. It's nothing to do with HP. My sources tell me that Mesut Ozil is very close to having an agreement with the club so that he will leave the club. The package has now been.
Oh, Claude, don't go. You're just coming on to the best bit. Oh, my God. Get that man back now. Get him back. Get him back.
Do you know what it was? I think someone was ringing him about the Ozil deal. I think that's what it was. He's had to go off and he's come back.
Claude,
I'm worried about this laptop was the way it's doing this, mate.
Well, we'll sort it out anyway. Don't worry. You have to go off.
I'm pissed off, mate. If it ain't fucking one thing, it's something else. I'm pissed off.
I thought you had to go off to get more new information from the Ozil deal. I thought that's what it was.
No. As I say, before I was cut off. I think. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me fix this a minute. See what's going on here.
So true.
Anyway, as I was saying, that I think there's a package being set up for him to go, and it could be weeks, it could be days, but a couple of weeks, it could be days. I don't know how long it's going to take, but they're now negotiating the package, and I don't think it's far away from ending his career at Arsenal. There we go.
Okay. Well, let's go straight to Diesel, because I know Diesel, for one, will have to get some tissues tonight. And I was going to say he'd be crying all night long, but I think he'd be crying from the other end. So
too late, lads. I've already unloaded. Can't you see I'm slipping off my chair? First of all, before I come on to that, Alex Wilden, very nice comment, mate. Thank you very much. This channel is pucker. Claude, Diesel and Terry, absolutely brilliant. And also on top of that, Mark Anderson, where are you? Guys, be proud of what you've all achieved. The channel is getting better and better. Mark, it's comments like that, mate, that keep us going. And as you can see, as much as obviously we've seen a few comments tonight saying about, Terry's setup is brilliant, it's really good. All of this is doable because of you guys, yeah? So don't ever think it's us, it's you guys contributing to the channel. And as we're showing you, it's going towards the channel, yeah? Because we just want to make it better and obviously get the content better and obviously give you guys what you really want, yeah? Which is obviously better content, better channel. So, yeah, from me and on behalf of the boys, thank you very much. Just please keep on supporting us. And that includes the likes. 56, and there's 195 people watching. Poor! So please, smash that button. Right, okay, Ozil. Yeah. You know what? If this is true, and Claude's right, I will personally drive to Claude and give him the biggest wet kiss I've ever given someone in my life, yeah? Because this is what needs to happen. I'm hoping it's true. He needs to get out, and you know what? Once he's out, if all of the fanboys can go with him, I would very much appreciate it. He needs to go. And if Arsenal do this, if this is true and Arsenal do this and they manage to get it done, then the other stream where you asked me what my rating was in this transfer market, yeah, and I think I said a 4. Get Ozil out, I'll put that up to a 7.
Diesel, what can I say? That's very positive coming from you, mate. I don't mean that in a bad way, but what I mean is that, going from a 4 to a 7, I mean, that's absolutely...
Does this stop things going on the screen now?
What's
Messages
that?
going on the screen. I can't get this message. It's an important message. I want to get this message on the screen, and I can't get it on the screen. There it is. Sorry.
Oh.
Hi, lads. He said, this is United Hand. This is very... Terry, can you put that back, please, mate? Because it's quite a serious one, actually.
Oh, I didn't take it. Which one was it?
United Hub.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Things of Europe. Thank you for that comment, though. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Go on, Claude. Sorry.
Hi, lads. I'm feeling down. This is mental health day, so we need to read these things out. I had my great nan's funeral yesterday, and my granddad's came, he ignored me the whole time, and I don't feel very important around him anymore. Claude, can I get a wave and a hello, mate? Certainly, mate, and I do feel for you. I have a situation in my family as well where I haven't spoken to for 4 years now, and I miss that as well, and I know how hard that is for you. But keep your head up. You're still a young guy. Keep your head up, mate, because there's always good things in the future, mate.
Exactly.
Life is like that. One day you're down, but one day you'll be up again, mate. Yeah, take care.
All our thoughts are with you, United Hub, and like we said, you know what I mean, our inboxes are always open, mate. Yeah, so don't sit there in silence. Just give us a message, yeah. Big yourself up, mate. What was your plan? What was you talking about before that? Oh, Ozil, wasn't it? Ozil, yeah. No, listen, that's fantastic news, Diesel. If that, but I did say this, didn't I? I said, come next season. Do you know what I mean? Come next season when Ozil's off the books. So if he goes now, boys, that means that we could possibly have a good January transfer window.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know. I don't know. Arsenal never really tend to do anything in the January window, and on that, I will say, if we don't do anything in the January window, yeah, I'll be gutted. But I sort of understand it a little bit, if I'm honest, because it is very hard to get players in that window. I do get that. But so if we don't, as long as we go hard in the summertime, then do you know what? I'm happy, but I think you guys need to realise that if Ozil, if this is true and we do get him off the books, like I've been saying, it's such a massive financial burden on the club with Ozil's salary that if we get him off the books, you guys will see that will make a massive difference. Because on the one hand, you've got fans who sort of, they're fans of Ozil and they want him to stay, they want him to play, but then those same fans are moaning at the club for not buying players. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? That him being on that salary. I saw an article yesterday in the paper about Kevin De Bruyne going to be offered a new contract up to 300 grand a week.
Wow.
Mesut is on 350. This is Kevin De Bruyne, best player in the league. So it just says it all, doesn't it? But yeah, I hope it's true. And Claude, I wasn't joking about that kiss. Yeah. I'm ready. I wasn't joking about that kiss. So if this news is true,
you are bloody joking, mate. Somewhere else.
Oh my God! I've just been rejected on live.
Find the bird from the other night. Just give her a.
Oh God.
I just want to say before we move on and open up, what we're going to do now is we're going to open up to chat, and we will answer some of your questions. So get your questions in if you want to ask us. If anyone would like to become a member of our channel and help us grow, then that would be great. All you got to do is click that link in the chat. That will take you over to our YouTube channel, and then you can just press the join button, and you can join for less than $1.99 a month. Or $8.99 a month. So please, we'll be doing member streams all the time and things like that, and there'll be other things on the horizon. So if you'd like to help us and make this channel go even further, then please help us by joining. But if you can't, then please just like, subscribe, and share to our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Doesn't cost anything that way, but if you can share it and like it, it gets the word out there, and hopefully, some other people might join and help us out. So brilliant. Thank you very much for that. I just want to say there was a new member that joined earlier on that was on Claude's. T, if you're watching, thank you very much for becoming a new member, mate. Really appreciate it. We've got a super chat here from is that Rishikesh. Do you fancy Arsenal versus Unai Emery's Villarreal in the Europa League at that stage? Oh, I think I'll let the two guys on the right of me here, the two lovers of Emery who wants him to still be our manager. Claude, you can go first.
Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Unai, because I think he's in the right place. I think the only problem with Unai Emery for me was the language barrier. Getting the language barrier, he just didn't get with and in the end, the players just just took the mick and just down tools. So it'd be interesting to see how he does at Villarreal. I wish him the best of luck, and until they play us, of course. But it would be an interesting game. Can you imagine if he knocks us out of the Europa League? What a meltdown that'd be, eh? I'll be gunning for you, Terry, mate. I will. I'll be fucking gunning for you, mate.
I saved my answers until after Diesel. Go on, Diesel.
No, listen, I stand by what I've always said. I think he's a good manager. I just don't think, it wasn't the right fit for him at Arsenal. Listen, it's going to be hard for anyone to come in straight after Arsene Wenger. Let's be honest. Very hard. The language barrier was clearly a problem. But let's be honest. These players did down tools under him. They did take the piss out of him. They did. There was no discipline whatever at this club, right? I even saw certain things about, obviously, the players in training just, taking the piss out of his accent and taking the piss out of the fact he couldn't speak English. The biggest thing he did for me was integrating Mesut Ozil back into the squad after the Xhaka incident. He needed to get the fans on side somehow. So, obviously, he brought Ozil back in after it took him only one game to suss Ozil out. As soon as he brought him back in, that was the beginning of the end, if I'm honest. But listen, I'll go back to a CV tell. He's been at clubs. He has won things. He's won trophies. That's not fluke. He is a good manager. But like I say, some managers just do not fit certain clubs. That's just a fact. We say it about players, tell. You don't become a bad player overnight. That same method applies to managers. It just wasn't the right fit here. But I wish him well because I actually do think he's a good manager.
Okay, just before I give my opinion, we've got Glenn, our New York buddy from New York. Hope you're well, Glenn. He put good evening. There it is. Good evening. Now with Partey, how would you line up at Elfie starting 11? We'll come back in that in a minute, Glenn. I'm just going to give my opinions on this fraud of a manager.
Oh, Glenn, is that Glenn? Did you say?
That's Glenn. Glenn, that is Glenn. He's turned down a night. Do you know this about Glenn? I'll tell you about Glenn tonight, and I think it's a disgrace. Yeah. Right? He's turned down a night to snuggle up with his missus to watch a movie. To watch us, tonight. That's what he's done.
Yeah, Glenn, right. So he's got his priorities in check.
Yeah,
that's good.
He could have been snuggling up to his missus, and he'd rather be watching us tonight.
Exactly.
What does that tell you, eh?
That tells what do you call it? A trooper? What a trooper! All the way from New York.
I actually agree with you two boys, but then when he told me what she looked like, let's just say this: I can see why he's watching us. Love you, Glenn.
Look, I have got no doubts in my mind that if we come up against Villarreal, that we will smash them. I've got no doubts about it. That man is a fraud. He will be. he will set up not to lose against us, and that's exactly how we would want him to set up. For me, there's nothing about him whatsoever. I know he won 3 Europa Leagues, but you know what I mean. You say he's got a CV. He's won 3 trophies. Arteta's won 2 now, so you know what I mean. It's one of them.
Claude, has Arteta won 2 trophies, Claude? Is that true?
What's that?
Has Arteta won 2 trophies? Terry said Arteta's won 2 trophies. Is that true?
Oh, come on, Terry. Come on. Behave yourself.
He's won 2 trophies.
One trophy. You can't really count. You can't even count that in empty stadiums. It's not really the same thing, is it? Come on.
Well, you know,
it wasn't a
it's empty stadiums, is it? Ain't it his fault it's empty
It
stadium?
weren't a proper time. No pressure and all that. No. I'm not even accepting the one trophy. I'm not accepting because it was done in circumstances, special circumstances, with no spectators. So I'm not even accepting that. Sorry.
All right, so I'm not accepting the Europa League then that he's won 3 times on the trot because it's a Mickey Mouse trophy, isn't it? It's a Mickey Mouse. Who wants to be in the Europa League?
Yeah,
We're all known about it. We don't want to be in the Thursday League. We don't want to be on the Thursday League, the Europa League. I'd rather not be in the Europe. I'd rather stay out of it. So then that's a Mickey Mouse League. It's a Mickey Mouse League.
Well, that's the point. But that's the point, Terry. That's the point.
Can't compare Europa
That's all it's
League
done
to
for us. Europa League football. If you would have concentrated on beating Villa and all these other teams at the end of the season instead of messing about, we would have been in the Champions League.
Yeah. You're right. We should have beat Chelsea in the final. We would have been in the Champions League. We should have not lost at home in the league before.
If we'd have beaten Brighton, all these teams we lost to in the end, right? Tottenham away, Brighton away, drop point against Leicester. That's 11. Brighton, Man City, Leicester, and there was 11 points we dropped. We would have been Champions League football.
Yeah. Right. So let me
Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey in the Champions League. Are you mad?
How many managers did we have that season?
And also, if we
had managers did we have that season?
We would have got. We would have got a war as well. Let me speak first. Let me speak. I'll let you add your say.
Hush your gums, still.
Why be kept interrupting me? It's very rude. We would have had a war and Thomas Partey. We would have had a decent right back. He would have been playing Champions League, and look where we would be now. But no, FA Cup. I would have rather finished 4th and in the Champions League this season.
All right, that's fair enough.
Forget the FA Cup.
Now let me ask you this, right, and just answer me with facts. How many managers did we have that season when we done that?
It's not the point.
I don't want you to go into it. I just want you to answer the question. How many managers did we have that season for us not to get in the Champions League, in the Europa League? We had 3. Yeah, we had 3. We had the frauder himself. We had Lundberg, and then we had Arteta, right? So we had 3 managers, 3 different managers that all lost in that season, right? Go back to the season before when all we had to do, we had 4th place secure. But we went and lost 3 or 4 games, right? Under Unai Emery, under your manager that was so fucking fantastic, right? And who was the manager for the whole
say he was fantastic. No. You keep putting words in my mouth. I didn't say it was fantastic.
This is what Terry does, Claude.
I'm just saying I would have rather qualified for the Champions, which is in a good position there towards lockdown and everything. But we constantly, how can I say it? We should have got those points. I'm still a bit gutted that we didn't get. We'd have had even more ammunition to buy better players as well.
Yeah, you're right there.
Look, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. My choice would have been, as I said, my choice would have been Mourinho because I think he's the best manager in the world at the moment. So,
right, before we get to that, there's a super chat here, and there's another comment I want to pick up there.
I'm trying to get
you also said Ancelotti. You said Ancelotti was washed up. He's bloody far from washed up.
What did he do last season?
Was it you that said Ancelotti was washed up?
Yeah, I said he's washed up.
Mourinho was washed up.
I still don't think
washed up,
the end of season.
Gone to Old Trafford and won 6-1. 6-1 at Old Trafford.
We come on to that in a second.
Another washed up manager, 4 out of 4 wins. Right.
Hold up.
We go to Anfield, right? Playing to keep the score down while Aston Villa romp 7 past them.
Yeah.
So don't give me all this. It's all rosy. It's okay. It's a little bit of an improvement, but let's not get carried away, right? Let's not start saying that we got Sol Campbell's already arrived on the scene. Yeah. Let's not say. I think it's a great signing, Thomas Partey. but let's not say suddenly that he is the best midfield player in the world.
Right, hold up,
Yeah.
hold up. Hold up when I come back to you. Hold up when I come back to you. Alexandre. Alexander's in the air. Alexander's in the air. Alexandre, thank you very much for your contribution, mate. Really appreciate your super chat. Thank you. He said, Aldi, y'all. Enjoying the stream. Claude, I was born off of Holloway Road, grew up in Swish Cottage, but lived in America for 25 years. Moving back home next year, I am retiring.
Well, I wouldn't come back here, mate. From America, coming back here, mate. Are you sure?
Well,
I'll tell you what, mate.
That's
a brave move.
A drink.
Yeah,
that is a brave
move.
Yeah, that is a brave.
What was I going to say? There was a comment here I wanted to bring up, but where is it? I don't know.
Especially if we've got Boris in charge, mate. It's a very brave.
I don't know what's on the but here we go.
He keeps on disappearing every time. Like you get the upper hand, he keeps on disappearing.
Cool. I'm glad you're back because look, this is the one I wanted to bring up. Curtis J, big yourself up, mate. He said, Unai Emery he lost to Crystal Palace, Wolves, Leicester, and drew with Brighton to miss out on top 4 in his first season. So why don't we talk about that? We'll talk about the 22-game run unbeaten that he went on, didn't we? We talk about that. That's all he achieved at Arsenal. That is the only thing he achieved. But we talk about it as if, but the players, Dan Tools. The players.
European final. He got to a European final, was not caught out by European opposition. Okay, he lost to Chelsea in the final, but against the European sides, he negotiated the path. Not like our friend. So let's not be too harsh. Let's not do too high. I think there's an improvement coming along at the Emirates, but we haven't let's not start saying that we've got the best manager in the world yet. No, yeah, that's where you're coming down that road, Mr. Terry. So be careful.
I'm going to bring this comment up, right, just to show people that we are humble people, right, and that we always will get trolls, right. So I'm going to give him his 30 seconds of fame before we ban him. Okay.
Hold on, your nose on, you know.
Azza, Claude, sack these two off leeching off you for money.
Oh, here we go.
Do you want to sack us, Claude? Because apparently we're leeching off you, and it's all about views and that. Azza, there you go. You've made up your little YouTube thing. It probably took you about 10 minutes to do, fumbling with 2 thumbs or whatever. Sorry about that, mate. But if only you knew the truth. Bye-bye, Azza. Bye-bye.
Say hello to lead judges and Turkish when you see them. Right.
I'll just say I'm really sorry that Terry and I have been leeching you for money. I'll give it all back, I promise.
Don't worry, I'll get it all back off you, mate. Don't worry.
Unfortunately,
you do know I got Italian connections, don't you? No, exactly. Don't mess with me, mate.
I'm not going to say anything, but this is actually our last stream.
You'll find out. Both of you will find a horse's head next to you in your bed, mate. If you mess around.
I'll transfer it through to you right now, Claude.
I'm telling you.
Claude, we didn't want to tell you this, but tonight is our last stream with you. We've got our private jet waiting on the runway right now, and after we're off to Dubai, mate, and we're going to be living.
Well, I'm stuck with this laptop. I just bought a brand new laptop. It keeps switching off. Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, dear. Listen, boys, more importantly, let's forget about that rubbish. More importantly, hey, see you know he's in the ass. Hey, see you know.
Hey, see you know.
Go on, Claudio.
Go on, Claude. You read it.
Your lads. How's it go? Your lads. Hope you're well. Diesel. Thought you got rid of me. No more. What's that? No more peace and quiet. Hey, see you now. Yeah, much love.
Love it when
Thank you, really. That's poetry. That is poetry at its finest. That is poetry at its finest, mate. Thank you so much for that. Well, it does pay the bills anyway. So thank you very much. I know. Deep on the member stream soon, Realist, so we can have a good bash at Connor again, eh? Have a good bash at Connor. It was a good battle you put up there. 4 hours that went on for. I'll have to relive it again. All right.
Right, let's move on now. Right, anyone that wants to ask us any questions or got any topics they want us to speak about, let us know in the chat now, and we'll start talking about it. Once again, I just want to say thank you for everyone coming over again on this Saturday night. Really appreciate it. We've got a super chat here from Zein saying thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. Why you guys get a studio in the future like Goldbridge?
Where is it? I can't see it. Where's the super chat?
What super chat's on the screen?
It's not. That's the AC super chats on the screen.
No, Zane.
Well, where am I? How come am I behind you now? How comes I can see really?
I hope not. This is live.
Is it back on there now?
I'm in front of me. I've got Realist is
what about now, Claude? Can you see it?
No, now you can. Yeah, you're messing about with me now. You're messing about with me now.
Ain't that anything?
Yeah, come and tell me.
Don't mess about with me.
Stop messing about.
I'm trying to finish it.
It's meant to be a professional stream, Terence.
Zane, it says, will you get a studio in the future like Goldbridge? Listen, Zane, I mean, obviously, if we can be like Goldbridge and get up there, mate, I really would love to do that. Like I said, you know, in the future anyway, we will have Claude and Diesel on my screen where it says screen 1 and screen 3. I've been trying all day and it's not working, and it's driving me mad. But we'll get there.
Jane, I'm sorry, Zane, but I can't get the staff, mate, at the moment. I really can't. So just be patient with me. Don't worry, I'll get the staff soon. I'll have to change things around. I'll get someone that knows what they're doing in this bloody building. I don't know.
Ooh, handbags.
Oh dear!
Oh, you've just blown your chance of getting a kiss out of me, Claude.
I'm getting pissed off because I spent a lot of money on this. I don't know what's going on here, mate. I don't know, and it's worrying me.
Joey, it could be. It might be like an update or something you need to do on your thingy.
Yeah, I think it's an update we've got to do on yours. I was looking the other day. I think it's something to do with that. So once we get it done, it'll be sorted, mate. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Even I can hear myself coming through. Even I can hear myself now. No, seriously, I can hear myself coming out through to you really late. So it's like I'm coming. I don't understand it.
I'll tell you what to do. Look, I'll tell you what to do quickly while we're doing this. Right, is come out the stream. Yeah, restart your computer, and then come back in. It'll take you 2 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Will you miss me though? Will you miss me?
Listen, I don't know how we're going to live without you, mate. To be honest.
I'll try not to be too long. Yeah, I'll try not to be too long.
We'll try not to take over the channel, Claude, while you're gone. Try not to kick you out forever.
I might
we
put
might let you back on, Claude.
I might hear that.
Hey?
I'm going to pop next door for a quick one. All right, see you in a minute.
He ain't even joking, mate. He isn't all.
Oh my God!
And this time he might last a whole song.
Oh yeah.
Oh, oh, this is what Saturday nights are about, eh? Good.
We've got another super chat here from Zane. He said, Claude, what happened to that idiot Arsenal readers? Did you ever find out what he's? I don't. No, we didn't, Zane, and unfortunately, we don't really want to talk about other channels, really, mate. So, sorry to. If you want your money back, mate, I'll send you the money back. But I don't really want to speak about him or anybody else like that. So, thank you for your contribution, though, mate. What else we got here? What's that, Diesel?
Claude, we're doing an Italian job. Be careful. Mike, I will film it, mate. I will film it. Listen, I'll be so overjoyed if Ozil goes that obviously I'll kiss anyone, mate. this is the day I've been looking forward to. So yeah, because do you know what? I'm not even being funny when I say that. I generally am, because I honestly think it will benefit the club massively. Forget my thoughts about Ozil. I'm thinking of the club now. I just think there's, in it, let's be honest, whether you're a fan of Ozil or not, there's always been a massive circus around this one player. Yep. And as soon as he goes, that circus will go with him. And, every time the lineup comes out for a game, the very first question is, no Mesut Ozil. Where's Mesut Ozil? And I just want that circus to go. And once it's gone, we can get back to trying to be the Arsenal again. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that personally. But
look, as much as I like Ozil, I've been saying for ages now, Diesel, I have, and that is that if you ain't going to play him and he ain't going to be in the squad, let's just pay up his contract and get rid of him. Been saying it for ages. You know what I mean? It's down to Arsenal to do that, and hopefully they will do that, and hopefully the situation will get sorted out quicker rather than later.
Yep.
What we got here? Thanks, cheers, Daniel. Appreciate it, mate. Sam, he says, Terry, do you think Spurs will get any silverware this year? Look, I don't think they're going to win the Premiership. No way. That's not going to happen. Are they still in the Carling? What's it? Coca-Cola? What is it now? I can't even think what it's called now.
Yeah, they beat United, wasn't it? Was it? No, who was it? No, Chelsea. Was it Chelsea on penalties?
Yes, I think it was. Yeah. They're still winning. I mean, look, they've got half a chance of winning that, like we have. We're still in it. There's quite a few teams in it. I don't think they'll win the FA Cup. That's their only chance of winning silverware for me. Me personally. Diesel.
I'm more interested to know how Claude's quickie went.
Unfortunately, your husband's in.
I'm such a dog. Claude.
Anyway. We're only joking, by the way, when it's not true. Things like that don't happen for me anymore, by the way. Those things ended 20 years ago.
Being modest, Claude. Not being modest. You know what I mean? You and that body and the God that you are. Come on.
You'd have to be desperate to even look at me. Never mind go to bed with me.
Behave. Right. Sam said, Terry, do you think Spurs will get any silverware this year? Claude, what do you think? I've already answered it.
I honestly believe they are one of the strongest challengers for the league title this season. It hurts. This bloody hurts me because I think their squad is phenomenal right through. They've got every department seems to be sorted. The only problem they may have is keeping Kane completely fit for the whole season, because he does have these tendencies to pick up these little injuries. But other than that, I think they are very strong contenders.
Just before I come to you, Deez, I just want to make sure that I heard that right, because I just thought I heard some bullshit come through the screen there. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard
it. Sorry, Claude. Sorry, I thought someone took over your stream then for a second. That's all right. Go on, Diesel. You're going to say the same bullshit.
No. Look, when it comes to they're not going to win the Premier League. Come on, but they got a good chance.
I didn't say very strong challengers.
Yeah.
They're strong challengers. I didn't say they're probably. I think Liverpool is just too much, but
yeah, I think with regards to the league, it's only going to be one or two clubs. It's either going to be Liverpool or Man City. I'm more worried about Chelsea. Sorry if my earpiece fell out. Live TV. I think Chelsea. I'm more wary of Chelsea next year. I think they need a year for all their players to bed in. So that'll be a challenger for me next year. But Spurs, it wouldn't surprise me, if they won a cup though. They got a good chance, I believe, of getting the Europa. Same as us.
Yeah.
I think their squad is slightly better than ours, if I'm honest. I think they've bought well. They've recruited well in the summer in terms of plugging the gaps they needed to plug, right? And also they got a chance of winning the League Cup. What do we call it now? The Carling Cup or whatever it is.
God knows.
Yeah, it changes every year, doesn't it? But yeah, I think they got they got a good chance of that.
Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup, that's it. But let's be honest. I mean, that cup is a lottery, really, isn't it? Like, if you have 5-6 games, obviously, you get to the final. It's a lottery. Worst teams than Spurs have got to the final and won it, by the way. So if we're honest, if they get a little bit of a run together, they can win it. Well, yeah, why not? But yeah, I think they've got as good a chance as anyone. But like I say, it is a lottery. But I think the Europa, I can see, pains me to say it, I can see Spurs going quite far in that.
Look, the thing is,
I do. Yeah.
The only thing with that is, and I've got to pick up on what Paul just said, actually, and that is, I can't remember. I mean, how many games did Kane play last year because of injury? Yeah, I mean, and we still don't know about Bale yet. Tottenham, I think now are pinning all their hopes on Gareth Bale. I mean, he hasn't played. When was the last time he played a full season?
Yeah, but you say, pin their hopes. He hasn't played yet, and they don't really miss him, do they? Like they're playing well at the moment. They're getting results. I think Bale will obviously be an added bonus for them, but let's be honest, they're not exactly crying out for him, are they, at the moment?
Well,
so
listen, we're all getting a bit carried away. I know. I mean, Man United were absolutely piss poor. Not taking it away from Tottenham, but they was absolutely piss poor. Come on, that day, that scoreline is not going to happen every single week.
No.
Terry. Would you have said that if we'd have turned them over 6-1? You wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't have said that.
We're not going to win.
Let's forget. This is not a bias show. Yeah? We speak the truth here. We speak there. We've
gone to Old Trafford and won 6-1. Let's be honest.
If we'd have gone there at 6-1, you wouldn't have gone on about Man United. You would have been. You would be. How would you say? You would be shaking one up every 5 minutes.
Listen,
right? No, honestly, I would do the same because it would be an incredible achievement. When we went to Old Trafford, we got beat 8-2.
I can tell you now. I can tell you now for facts, right? I can tell you now for facts that if we went up there and beat them 6-1, you, for one, Claude, would be saying, let's be honest, it's still only early days. Man United were very poor. Look at their... I would say trust the process rubbish. Let's be honest, you would be saying that.
Right. When we go to Old Trafford in a few weeks' time, I will tell you what I feel. If we win 6-1, I'll tell you I'll be ecstatic. But I'm not so confident that we would do that the same thing when we go there.
Probably not.
But suddenly their defence is in a few weeks it's suddenly magical.
I did not say that.
Go on,
I'm saying.
You're getting carried away because they won 6-1. I suppose now you're thinking that Aston Villa now are going to go in their next game and smash their team.
I'm telling you, if we win 6-1, if we'd have done the same, you would not be going on about them, how shit they were at the back. You'd be saying how great we were. And like I would be doing. Right.
Thanks.
The reason they lost 6-1 because Spurs were brilliant and they made them look rubbish. Yeah. Let's get it. Hang on. I hate them as much as you do, yeah. But I'm not going to sit here.
I don't hate them.
It's because United defended badly. Sometimes the other team make you look bad as well.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. Just quickly, Diesel, because I know you want to come in, but we've got 2 super chats just before they go, mate. Alexandre, he said, Vieira or Torre, no bias, please, folks.
Vieira.
Go on in, Diesel. Who would you say, quickly?
Vieira, without a doubt. And that's not even bias. That is Vieira. Vieira, for me, Vieira was just a true captain. The fact I think we got him for 3.5 million. Yeah. And obviously we didn't buy him as the finished article. That's one thing I will credit Wenger for. Look at the player he turned out to be, an absolute beast of a captain, beast of a player, took no nonsense. But basically, look at the opposition and say, how do you want to play today, boys? If you want to play, we can play. You want to mix it, we can mix it. You want to fight, we can fight. However you want to play this, we'll play it, right? That was Vieira. Yaya Toure, absolute top player, don't get me wrong. I'm looking at longevity for me. I think Vieira was more vital to a team than what Yaya Toure was. On his day, brilliant. But he had a lot of games.
Yeah.
And also this thing about having to go at Man City because they didn't get him a birthday cake. Remember that? Watching that. Sorry, that done it for me. But yeah, go on, Claude.
Yeah, I agree, and I think Vieira. They were both great players. Don't get me wrong, but I think Vieira, for me, it's got to be Patrick. And this is not bias. It's just.
I'm the same, boys, and that's not being biased. Everything that you two have just said, for me, Vieira was much better than Toure. Just my personal opinion. Joseph, thank you very much for your contribution. He said, Terry, I would take Ndombele in the Arsenal team. Unfortunately, Joseph, I wouldn't. He's done absolutely nothing at the moment to warrant being in the Arsenal team or in the Tottenham team. So I wouldn't take him. I don't know about you, boys.
I like him.
Not on last season's form, but it's not too bad this season. I'd have to watch him a bit more to be making it. But I would say that they have a lot more players in the if we put a combined 11 together than what we would. That's for sure.
Yeah. Diesel?
I like him. I like Ndom. Look, he had a poor season. I think a lot of it is due to fitness. He seems to have a fitness issue. Very similar to Torreira, in my opinion. Just for whatever reason, he just cannot last the game. I think he started off really well this season. I think Mourinho sorted him out, whatever he's done, because he has started off well. He is a beast of a player. I think he just needed a season to get used to it. And I think, look, if we're honest, right, in this country, right, the British fans, we are quite ruthless when it comes to players, aren't we? We want, we're very impatient. We want to see the performances now. They got to perform now. They have one, they have a great game. We're praising them, and the media. They have one bad game. Oh my God! As soon as we put them up on the pedestal, we're very equally quick, to knock them down. And I think this is the season where obviously he's got to prove himself. If he doesn't do it again this season, he has another poor season. He's got to go. But for me, that's fair. 2 years to obviously fit in, and start doing the business. But he is a good player, Till. I will say that he's a good player. Very good.
I'm not saying he ain't a good player. I'm just saying I haven't seen anything to warrant him being in the Arsenal.
No, in general,
At the moment, that's just my opinion.
Can I just ask you one question? So when you and Claude were talking there, I want to ask you this question. I want Claude to answer it as well.
Yeah, go on.
Not that I'm trying to stir anything.
Oh, but, no, you can do that.
Who would you, out of Spurs and Arsenal, who would you say in this, this season, who's playing the most attractive football?
At the moment, obviously Tottenham are.
Okay.
At the moment, obviously Tottenham are. But the reason why I say that is because at the moment, now that he's got Thomas Partey, hopefully he will change from a back five to a back four now, which will now give us another player in the forward position. Because the way that I would like to play is obviously, I said it the other day, and I would like to have a back four with Thomas Partey and ceballos in the middle, and then Willian just in behind, Saka on the left, Pepe on the right, and aubameyang up front. And I think that absolutely changes our formation, our dynamic going forward. I think would be fantastic, and hopefully in defence we'll be able to hold it together.
So the only problem with that is that
you think that one tweak, that formation, will then start bringing us that free flowing football? I'm just asking.
Listen. I'm hoping.
Do you think it's a promotion thing? That's what I'm saying. Do you think it's a promotion?
Yeah, listen. You know as well as anyone, Dave. You've seen me like from years. I do not like a back five. I don't like it. I think the back five with that fifth person in defence, that's what takes away from going forward all the time. I just don't personally like it. I think if you have a back four, then you move that fifth person up into midfield, and then the one that was sitting in the midfield moves up even further. So it's not rocket science. Do you know what I mean? It automatically makes you an attacking side again instead of sitting back. That's just me personally.
Claude, what about you?
Flo, this comment he keeps putting up. Big up, Claude. Come on, tell us, why was 6 afraid of 7? I don't get what he's on about here.
Right, Claude, I saw this earlier, right? What he meant, why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9, 8, ATE, 8. 7. Yeah. It's so stupid, you have to laugh. Claude's like, oh, yeah. I've been thinking about that all afternoon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's got you. Big up, Flo. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Listen, Banstas on tour, Flo, next year. We're going to come to Australia.
Oh, right. Yeah, I do get it now. So that's stupid. Yeah.
Uncle Bunker got it. Uncle Buck.
Dear, oh dear.
As you can all see, I never went to Oxford or Cambridge. Anyway, let's move on. 7, 8, 9. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Daniel, good point here. He says a successful football team is about hunger, team, ethnic, and every single football player getting on board with that philosophy. Totally right.
Daniel, right, okay, Daniel, I'm glad you put that right. My question to you is and you are right, by the way. I totally agree with you. Right. So my question to you then, if a manager implements a philosophy, right, if the players don't buy into it and therefore they don't implement or they don't bother doing what the manager's asking, has the player down tools? Is that what you would call down tools? That's my question. Because it's right. You know, in any line of work, we might get asked to do something that we don't want to do or we don't agree with, but it's coming from your gaffer. Whether you like it or not, get on board and do it. You know, it's a job.
Yeah.
It's not a hobby, football. These players it's a profession. They're, you know, if we're looking at it, let's be honest, they're getting paid to do a job.
Yeah.
Your manager's asked you to do a job, whether you like it or not. Tough. You're getting paid. Do it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
On his head, be it. As long as you do it, you do what he's asking. If it's not working, no one can look at the player and say, "Well, it's the manager, isn't it?" But you have to do what he asks.
Exactly what I'm saying to you. Exactly, and that's it. See, I think it was a little bit of both ways under Emery, like what you're saying there. I think it was a little bit. They probably was doing what Emery wanted them to do on the pitch. Why is that so? Why is that so? Like,
when we lost
against the rules, why are we so? It's the players' fault, and it weren't Emery's philosophy that he wanted them to play that way.
No. Hey, look, Laura's in the house. Laura.
Hello, Laura. I hope you're well.
Hope you're well, Laura. Hope you're good.
Thank you for watching. Because you can listen, right, fans. This is where, right, I get annoyed with certain clubs and the media and stuff like that, right, and certain managers because you know they treat us fans like idiots, right? You know, we got 2 eyes, we can see what's going on. We can watch a game, I mean, you've been to many more games live than I have, right? Yeah. Let's be honest. When you go to a game, you can tell when players down tools. You can tell when they're not busting the gut to chase that ball. You can tell when they're at walking pace, right? And when we lost that final to Chelsea, yeah, the look of Emery in absolute disgust, right, at the end. And let's be honest, right?
I'll tell
you know, in that game, that was more Chelsea were already in Europe. We weren't, right? So really, we should have wanted that more, right? Now, Emery play. dismissing him, saying it's not it. He takes a large amount of blame for that. But what I can't stand is everyone's on Emery. No one talks about the players. It's a mixed. They have to talk. You know, you've got to look at the players as well as Emery, not just Emery on his own. Taking all the flag. Do you know what I'm saying? But no one talks about players.
Do any of you boys watch baseball at all?
No,
I don't watch baseball.
No, I'm just watching it. I don't know if anyone else watches it. I don't like this box that they got where the like sort of the. I don't know what they call it. You know when he's throwing it, the one behind the back, the one that backs it. He's got a box in front of him. I don't like that. I don't like that box now. It never used to have that in baseball, you know. Do you watch baseball at all?
I was going to say, if I knew what you was talking about, Claude, I'd join in with your conversation.
Yeah. On my screen, New York Yankees are playing, right? And he's bowling the ball, yeah. And there's a box where the wicket, like sort of wicket keeper, is behind him, yeah. And there's a box in front of the wicket keeper. I don't like that box there. I don't know why they put that box there now. But anyway, I don't know if anyone's in the chat knows their baseball. It's quite a good game, actually. New York Yankees are beating them 5-2 at the moment. It's very exciting. All right, anyway, carry on.
Well, thank you for that update, Claude. Zein, thank you very much for your contribution again. He said, Claude, I think if we had not got Arteta, we should have gone for Jose. United players threw him under the bus like they are doing to Ollie.
Yeah, I think Ollie, the wheel has come off for Ollie. And there is a lot of rumours going around. He's got about 3 games, from what I hear, to save his job. 3 or 4, I think 3 or 4 games, and one of them is against us. So there's a lot of pressure on him at the moment. And the man that's waiting to take over, who do you think it is?
Poch.
Yeah, Pochettino. Pochettino's the man that is just waiting there for the moment to come in.
But why would they go for Pochettino? He hasn't done anything.
Well, I will say something. If Pochettino does go there, he will improve the players. He'll get them to a certain standard, but he will need to be backed. And I don't see any of these coaches being backed at United. They got Edward Woodward. The only Edward Woodward I know is the Equaliser. Do you ever watch the Equaliser? Right. That's the only one I know of Edward Woodward. What's he doing in football? What is he doing in football?
I used to love that, by the way. That used to be brilliant, Ed, the Equaliser.
What's that, the Equaliser?
Yeah, I used to love that.
Anyway, so they're not getting back. The Glaziers don't back them very. They're not. They're another American ownership, as you know, and they're not backing them at all. And I think Pochettino will be okay, playing better, but he will need backing as well. So he'll get him. He will get a lift, which will be dangerous for everyone else, but I don't think he'll take them where, as you see with Tottenham, he could only take them to a certain level because he didn't have enough backing. So we'll see. But what's this chat there?
Kenny, I'm not seeing you in the chat before, I don't think, but if I have, then sorry about that. But thank you very much for your super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. He said, keep up the good work, guys. This channel is absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much.
Bless you, mate. Bless you.
Swedish, is that Swedish? Yeah, it must be Swedish.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, Swedish. I think it is. Yeah. No, but thank you very much, Kenny. Really appreciate that, mate. Really do.
Do you know what? Can I just say, right? Yeah, much appreciated, Kenneth. Top man, thank you.
Oh, Charlie. Yeah, even all fell asleep. I know. Not that bad, are we? God. Have I missed anything? Oh, of course you have. You missed an hour of good entertainment, mate. What's the matter with you? Falling asleep when we're on. How dare you? Jesus, sort your old man out. By the way, Charlie, he still hasn't finished the bathroom. He's not even halfway there yet. It's an absolute disgrace, really.
Zane, we've got another super chat. Thank you very much, Zane. Hope you're well, mate. He said, John Terry said Jose was hard on him, but it made him a better player. United players too soft, like our bunch also.
Yeah.
John Terry said Jose was hard on him, but it's great. That's what I'm saying. But he also was what Jose wants. is you to work hard. If he sees you're working hard, he's your mate. If he sees you're lacking and not doing it, he'll ignore you. That's the manager he is, you know. But look what's happening with who is it? Was it what's his name? The one that was shagging the prostitutes that's plays for Spurs. What's his name?
God, blimey. That name was it down, didn't it, Claude?
No, I can't think of his name.
Oh, Wayne Rooney.
No, Spurs. He played for Milton Keynes. What's his name?
Played for Milton Keynes?
Dele Alli.
Dele Alli, yes. Yeah, that is. He's
Cheers, Antoine. Thank you, man.
He's not getting on with Mourinho because he don't work hard enough.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Yeah, he's found him out. Dele Alli. He don't want Dele Alli there. He's a luxury player at best. You know, he had one good season, Sal, and he thinks he's the Don, doesn't he?
Exactly. This is the only thing with players like. Listen, at the moment, he's doing it. He's fantastic.
Oh, look, Flo says Mrs. Mangle in her day. Yeah, but you watch Neighbours. Is Mrs. Mangle still there on Neighbours? I've not watched it for years.
Well, I think she died.
No,
Mangle. That was when that Joe's was it?
Yeah. I'm sure she. I might be doing her an injustice, but you know, I think
Danny Minogue.
I'm morbid of you. How can you say things like that if it's not even true?
Danny Minogue. Although I prefer Kylie.
I know.
Claude prefers Danny.
Danny all day one.
Claude, we have to do a double date. Me, Kylie, you, and Danny.
Especially for you.
Where should we take him, Claude? Where should we take him?
I better not start singing. They say you were meant when they said about my singing, you were meant for the bathroom, not right. What's this? Another one here, Paul Bridle for you guys. You're great. Thank you so much, Paul.
Cheers, Paul. Thank you, mate.
Thanks, Paul. Really
nice to see some new people in the chat, eh?
Yeah. Well, he's a member.
Oh, Paul, you got to come on next, mate. Come on.
He's not. Is he a member?
Yeah, he's a member.
Yeah.
Wait, I've never seen him in the member. Get him on the member stream, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Pogba got found out when Joe. Yeah, he's another one. There's a lot of speculation about him going to Real Madrid as well. So, yeah.
I don't think Real want. Well, I don't know. Let's be honest. They're not exactly busting the gut to get him, are they? And they haven't been for the last couple.
Did you hear what Wenger said that Arteta can still get a tune out of if he uses Ozil properly? He can still get a tune out of it.
And this is why Wenger's finished.
He said all he needs two hard-working players alongside him.
Oh yeah, because he needs this, then he needs that, then he needs a pacey striker up front, then he needs a DM behind him.
Hold on. This is the legend. This is the legend Arsene Wenger, mate. If he says it, he must be right.
The man who ruined their club.
Why didn't he use his own? Information? Yeah. Why didn't he have two great players around him instead of putting all this shit around him? Hey?
He didn't get the backing, did he? That's what they're saying.
He did get the backing. He put it in his back pocket. Don't worry about that. Fucking
hell. I can't stand tell, right? It's very easy, right, for someone to say he needs to do this and that. Well, why didn't you do it? What did you do?
There's an article apparently. I don't know if you can get it up, Terry, about fans' fury could have it overturned. This thing. It's 1 minute.
What's it on?
dailymail.co, I think. 1 minute, let's have a look.
Is this Italian? Or Timo Contenuto?
Apparently, it could be a U-turn on this. Just come on my thing on there, but
Claude, is that Italian?
What's that?
Timo Contenuto. Is that right?
Sorry, I can't even see. Timo. No, I think that's Spanish, isn't it? I can't actually see it, mate.
Ottomar Contenito.
Oh,
Let us know what that means.
The way you say it could be Chinese, mate.
Listen, it could be anything the way I say it, unfortunately, but there you go. Is this what you were talking about, Claude? Here we go. Here, look, Premier League pay-per-view TV deal under 5.
All I can see is Claude the Bansta in front of me. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
What's that? Can you see it or not?
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
It says the Premier League drew criticism and disdain from across football and beyond on Friday when it announced plans to screen matches played behind closed doors on a pay-per-view TV. With 7 months having passed since fans were last allowed to attend stadiums, and with the top flight in dispute with the government and the rest of the football pyramid over its responsibilities to help starve of financial disaster for the game. The news was the public relations version of conducting a 2-footed tackle on yourself. In a temporary arrangement that is to be reviewed at the end of October, half of the remaining matches over the next three weeks will be shown on BT Sport on Sky Sports pay-per-view platforms, priced at $14.95 a match. That fee comes on top of a standard subscription charge, and for many fans, the cost of a season ticket that have already been paid for and deferred because of the COVID-19. Where despite having to arrange, Neville was not alone, however. One insider with close knowledge of the Premier League TV business called the decision bonkers and suggested it may undermine future collective deals. Let's see where it's. Here we go. Gary Caffel, the utilities editor at moneysupermarketexpert.com, said fans were being treated as cash cows. With Grand still closed, it leaves loyal fans with a tough decision, he said. Pay the extra £15 per game for those matches not included in their usual subscription, which were shown free at the end of last season, or miss seeing their club in action. Many will feel that they are being treated as cash cows once again.
Oh, can I just have a look at that chat again? What I didn't see it properly. That one when it translated.
Hang on. Let me try.
Let me look at it. Right. Hold on. I can't. Otimog. Oh, right. Yeah. No, the excellent continuation. It means excellent continuation.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for your contribution, J. Maz. Zein said, imagine if we had Roy Keane or Keown as an assistant to Arteta. We would have muscle with Arteta's tactics.
Imagine if we had Roy Keane. Leave it there, Terry.
Sorry.
God, I can't get this stuff these days. Imagine if we had Roy Keane or Keown as assistant. We would have muscle with Arteta's tactics. Bloody tactics! What to go to Liverpool and play to keep the score down? You call that tactics? Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Zein, come on!
Also, we've got Flo from Dan.
I'll tell you what, I love his. He made a comment the other night, and this is funny what he made. He come up because he keeps coming up with things on Terry's show, and he said, "Cal, you're more deluded than I am." he's fucking brilliant, Zein. Brilliant.
Flo from Dan Under. He went, what you guys think of Wenger's new law of changing throw-ins with kick-ins? As he looks at what? That's
yeah. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that, Terry? Did you see that? Is he gone? Is he gone in the head, mate?
He surely can't have said that. If he's done that, that's got to be something.
No,
like
it's true. I saw it on there. He's saying, because what he's saying. Listen, Terry. This will make me laugh. He's saying when the guy's taking the throw in, right? The one that's taking the throw in is off the pitch, so it gives the one that's got the throw in less numbers.
He's laughing at himself that much that he shook the computer and he turned himself off.
Oh dear, you couldn't make this up, mate. Listen, he was saying, did I finish that? He was saying that the one that's taking the throw in, right, has got less numbers on the pitch than the one when they're on the pitch because they're off the pitch taking the throw in. So he thinks there's no advantage in it.
He's lost it, man. He's lost it.
He has. He's absolutely. Yeah, he's the one that's made that handball decision as well.
Yeah,
with the handball, mate. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I can't believe it. Just stick in a studio and assess the matches, mate. Why are they got people like that in FIFA, man? Just stay in the studio, Arsenal. Talk about the games. Analyze the games. Don't get involved in things like that, mate. I mean, that's ridiculous, mate. Absolutely ridiculous. He's gone. He's gone. But what you've got to understand, the guy, and I've got sympathy because even me, you look. Even I get very funny because once your age, you get older and older. The mind does go a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he is in his 70s now, and I know how he feels because I'm getting that way. That I get very forgetful in the morning. I forget even to wake up. Never mind blood sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. It's hard. It's hard.
Listen, boys, I'm going to bring it. We're going to go on for another 5 minutes. We've been going for an hour and a half then, but I just want to bring this up because I haven't seen him for a long while. And Jake, really sorry to hear this. He's put Diesel been tested positive for corona. I've been in hospital.
Yeah, that's very sad. I wish him well earlier, but I hope he does get better.
Jake, my guy. Sorry to hear that. What, you in hospital now, Jake? Are you in there now?
That's what I asked, but I never got a response.
Yeah.
I never got a response.
Sorry to hear that, mate, and I hope everything turns around for you. And look, I know people that say that they've had it and had to be in hospital. It's not an easy turnaround. So, we're always here for you, Jake. Whenever you need us, mate. Just drop us a message.
Keep fighting, my friend. Keep fighting. That's what keep fighting, mate. Keep fighting, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, he's home. Yeah, I think he's home and resting. Yeah, listen, man, apologies. Yeah, just listen, mate, stay home and rest. There's a few people who have it and they're not showing any symptoms or whatever, so...
you be in a hospital when you've got that, really, so you can be under observation. I never understand that.
What it is it's obviously he might have had some breathing. It could be anything. You know what I mean? He might have had breathing problems or anything like that. And I hope to God that he hasn't, and it was just precaution.
But what would it take to you to be in hospital? Why don't you let him stay at home if he's got that sort of? Shouldn't you be under observation so people can observe what's going on with you?
Maybe. I think he said he was in hospital, and now he's made a bit of a recovery. And now he's resting at home. I don't know. You have to.
Only if your breathing is bad that you go in hospital, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what? I love about this chat room as well? Look, you're all classy. I mean, look at the amount of love that Jake's getting. Some nice comments there from this is it's a family here. That's what we're trying to create. If you like, that family environment, where obviously we look after each other. Yeah, we look after each other. Jake, you're getting a lot of love in the chat, mate. We're all here for you. Me and you, we talk especially on Instagram as well, brother. If you need me, I'm here. Yeah. But yeah, listen, just get better, mate, and just keep us updated on your progress. Yeah, that's all I can ask you, man. Just keep us updated.
Any more questions coming in?
He said, I was in hospital as the breathing problems I had were very bad. It got better, so that they sent me home yesterday, but it was really bad. Sorry to hear that, Jake. And I'm just glad that obviously it seems like you're on the mend now, and hopefully it stays like that way, mate, and you get better really soon, mate. But hopefully,
I think he's a young guy. Is he a young guy? Is he quite a young guy?
Yeah, he's young. Yeah. I think he's Jake. I think you're 18. Yeah, from memory. He's just he's not long past his driving test.
The younger you are, the more you're more stronger. You can fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So look, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. These things, not nice. And some sad things happening tonight with the guy at the funeral, the boy at the funeral, and like this. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
If you're listening, mate, and you just DM me, I'm always there to talk to you on DM. You got my DM. Just DM me and we'll have a chat. Yeah, don't ever be afraid to do that. don't do anything stupid. All right.
And then, do you know what?
You're young, I'm an old man. I've had my life, but you're young still.
This coronavirus, this COVID, yeah. There's a lot of people who think still think it's not real. It's not a thing. I'm telling you now, guys, it's real. It's real.
Yeah, I know that.
That's not aimed at you, Claude. I'm just saying to people in the chat, people at home watching. Jake's got it. Jake's had it. Jake's experienced it. The breathing problems. This thing, whatever it is very, very real. So please, guys who are watching, do not take this as a joke. It's not a joke.
It is real. It is real. But flu is real, and you can, if you get it really bad, flu, you can that can be really bad. Also, pneumonia is bad. Years ago, pneumonia, you had no chance. Now you're right. There's more chance of surviving with it. But I remember years ago, I knew someone across the road had pneumonia. Only 50 years old, and passed away. So, but now I think they've got more things to cope with it. So these are things that will try you out. So it's not, and of course you've got different types of cancer as well. So listen. At the end of the day, I don't know what to say. It's horrible, and we wish him a great recovery. Jake, keep punching. That's right. You've got plenty of support on here tonight. Diesel's there already, or you can always DM me or Diesel, whatever.
Exactly. Boys, I need to go now. I don't know if you want to carry on. But I need to.
It's a bit late to put tiles up in a bathroom, isn't it? Come on. I mean, come on. You could have done that earlier with the tile.
Yeah, I need to go and feed my puppies, I'm afraid. So.
The wife was doing that. What's the wife doing?
I'm gonna let her go asleep. That's what we're gonna do.
Not watching a movie like Glenn's missus, is it? Is she?
No, I just want to thank everyone for coming over and watching us tonight. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon. Hopefully, Claude, Diesel. I'll see you later on, boys.
All right, mate. See you soon.
All right.
Later on. Lone Star, we are all one team with one dream. I'll give you another one. Teamwork makes the dream work. Boom! Hang on. What have we got here? That's better, isn't it? Right, there you go. Guys, very quickly.
Studio anymore. Could have left the studio there and put us. I would have gone to the studio myself.
Too much hard work, isn't it? 120 likes. There were 225 people watching. 150, please, minimum. Can we please get it? If everyone clicks on it now, I think we've earned it tonight. Please, guys, would be much appreciated. Jake, love you, man. Love you all. Exactly. Listen, mate, we're all here for you. Like I said, this is a family. This is a community channel, Jake. Community channel.
We might joke and laugh and banter, but we're all family, mate. We're all family, and even the people that attack us, we don't wish any badness on them either. What's anything, Jake? We all there. Alex has gone through a lot of things with his missus as well, so it's not nice. Hope your missus is well, Alex, at the moment. I hope she's okay. Lone Star, what's Lone Star? What are you laughing at, Diesel?
Lone Star. Listen, mate, I love you. We're best mates now. I think Terry's a bit jealous about that because lately you've been agreeing with me. So yeah, we're new best mates. And I've told Terry he's got to try and find someone else to fill that void. Yeah. So I love you.
If you like it, go and feed the puppies. What's that all about? What's going on here?
I think that was slang for something, mate. I don't know. Don't know quite what. Diego, hope you're good, mate. Avi, 12 more likes. What are we on? 140.
I don't believe all that puppy stories. He's probably going to do something else. He's feeding something else, or not feeding puppies.
Probably, mate. Probably.
You believe that one? You believe anything?
It's gone to the bathroom, isn't it?
Yeah, the bathroom. Yeah.
Hey, look, nice comment from Steve. I'm so glad Claude decided to start this channel 3 years ago.
Fucking the wall of China was built before that bloody bathroom.
Hey, look, Claude, I'm so glad Claude decided to start this channel 3 years ago. Because how long it's been? 3 years?
No, is it 3 years? No. I did, yeah, it could be right because but I was busy with other things, so I didn't really do much with it. But it's doing all right now. It's back on track again. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, good advice here, Jake. You are young. You will recover. Take big doses of vitamin C and eat fresh fruits if you can. Berries.
Yeah. Hot soup as well. The hot. That's good for you. Hot soup. Plenty of hot soup because that destroys the whole what you call it.
Was it like really the toxins in your body, innit?
Yeah, that hot stuff. A lot of hot stuff, and it will just destroy it all. So keep drinking hot soup. Get even sachet. When I thought I was going down, I've made that. I went and go boxes that do chicken soups. You know those sachets and drinking.
Oh
chicken.
yeah.
It's bloody good, man. Lovely.
Brian, not tonight, mate. I wanted to, but I wasn't allowed because we're doing this show, and Claude wouldn't give me the time off, the annual leave. So he ordered me in tonight.
He had a chance last night, but she said, "Did you washing her hair?"
Yeah, washing her hair. She's bald like us. She did a Britney.
Come out tonight, please. Well, I'm washing my hair.
She did a Britney, mate. Look, hot tea with lemon.
That's a good
That's
sign,
an old
mate.
wives' tale, isn't it?
Yeah,
that works. That's an old wives' tale, isn't it? Hot tea with lemon. Something our nan and granddad would say, innit? It's all those old wives' tales, but they do work.
What's happening? Yeah. I mean, what's happening these days? People your age, man. When I was your age, what were you, 28, 29? I was out in the pubs. I wasn't sitting on here for 2 hours. What's going on here?
Right. Listen, I told you we was having this chat earlier on with me. You know, nightlife's dead now, Claude.
Yeah, it's a fact.
I'll tell you who I feel sorry for as well, right? The amount of kids, I say kids, teenagers now, right? Imagine your 18th, Claude. You know, special birthday, innit? Your 18th, and you can't even go out now. How did you celebrate your 18th? You know, years to come. Oh, I stayed in because we had COVID. You know, all the nightclubs that me and you used to go. Do you remember we used to say earlier on, didn't we? You know, they're not there anymore. You know, they've all been.
I remember when I was 27, when I was in Ibiza.
Yeah.
I had far too much to drink. Far too much to drink. In fact, I lost. You know, when your memory goes as well. That happened as well because for 1 minute I'm on the stair. I'm drinking. I'm drinking away. I'm in a laugh. The next minute, and the next the morning. Apparently, this is a true story. The morning, I was laying on my bed, all bloody shaving foam down me, stripped naked, all shaving foam down me. Half my eyebrow was missing. Right, this is a true story. And they were telling me, and I don't remember anything over the night. You know, the night before. What do you call it when you just amnesia? Is it?
Yeah, it's
I just did. There was nothing memory. The only memory I had was that.
Yeah, like you blanked out, isn't it? Yeah, you blanked out.
And they were saying that I was on the balcony and threatening to dive off the balcony into the pool, which it was about four floors up, four floors up, and I was threatening to dive into the pool, and they were stopping me from doing it. It's fucking dangerous, man. It's absolutely dangerous. But these are things you do when you're young, innit? You do these stupid things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wasn't really young, really. I was 28 when I was doing it, so that's not really young. But just goes to show.
I used to love those, man. You know those like.
Now you're 28 years old and you're sitting on a fucking keyboard.
Yeah. I'll tell you something though, Claude. When we had that proper lockdown, right, and we were on here doing streams, I'll tell you something. Well, I can only talk for myself. For me, it was a release. It was nice because there was nothing else to do. You couldn't leave your house. Let's be honest. You know, I mean, in times like that, where you got people obviously suffering from maybe, you know, mental health or, do you know what I'm saying, cabin fever, and, you know, I mean, we had it in here, didn't we? How many comments, you know, did we get? So, you know, from people saying, oh, you know, if it was, thank God for your streams because it sort of got me through. And we were doing loads of streams, weren't we? It was the only thing we could do, but it was just, it was nice to just obviously be amongst each other and have a laugh, have a chat. At a time where there was, you know, there was no football on, you know, and so it's credit where credit's due.
You know what I'm glad of as well, though, in them days? I'm glad there was no mobile phones about, because someone could have been videoing it, mate. Can you imagine it? Someone could have actually videoed that, and what look how would I have looked then? Do you know what I'm saying? There was no mobile stuff and all in them days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, go on, imagine that. Eh?
The first mobile phone I got, I don't know about you, Diesel, was like that. It's like that big. You don't remember?
My first phone was a Motorola.
Motorola?
Yeah, Memphis. It was a brick. Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't even get it in my pocket, Claude. And the aerial was like that long.
Amazing, isn't it?
But as you were saying there, right?
It's strange, and gradually they went really tiny. And the big thing then was to getting as small as possible, weren't it? The big thing is to get the phone as small as possible. And now it's gone back up again, isn't it? Not as big as them, but it's starting to go up now. You know, you get these big ones, isn't it? The smartphones. But just shows you how things change. Anyway, I don't want to bore people about all that.
No, but as you was very quickly, as you were saying just there, right? As you said, you know, it's a good thing that we never had sort of mobile phones back in the day, because you could just imagine, can't you? On the front page of the Sun, picture of you, Claude gets smashed in Ibiza. God! Look, even, Raman, Nokia 6210.
Thank God no one knew who I was then, eh?
Exactly, mate.
Yeah, that's been Nokia. Right, I think we better call it a day because the numbers they've risen again. They were going down a bit, but I thought.
Oh, hang on, let me check the likes. So 142. I mean, guys, come on. Actually, is that right? 141. Can we get to 150? Come on.
This is quite a long stream tonight, isn't it? 1 hour 42 minutes so far.
Exactly.
I've been on 3-hour streams before with Tony Rolfe. Tell you.
It takes it out of you, doesn't it? It's hard to go though, because I actually enjoy doing them. There's a lot of people like still watching as well, and you know, it's nice. If it was, you know, I'd only be upstairs watching telly. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what any of our members are still in the chat. I'm going to start. I'm going to start doing quizzes with our members and putting it live to the public, like a member stream quiz. I was thinking about that today. What do you reckon, Diesel, on that?
Claude, you know me. I'm up for anything, mate. I'm up for anything. I'll tell you what I would. As well, you know me, you know, I place a massive emphasis on the chat room, the guys in the chat. You know, for me, if we're gonna improve this channel, it's a collective, isn't it? It's us and it's you guys as well. You know, any ideas, anything that you'd like us to obviously maybe cover or maybe do, get them in. I did see an idea actually from CG. I'm trying to find it. Where's that comment? There he is. Claude and Diesel, you should do a member stream on the buses night. I'll tell you something. I love that.
It's a great old Olive.
Absolute state of her. You know what, right? She's been in EastEnders, isn't she? Is it Aunt Sal, isn't it? Peggy's sister. Still looks the same. Still looks the same. You can see her. But she was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. My favourite was Jack.
No, when he stopped the bus and then he went up for
that. Dirty song. His laugh as well, wasn't it? You know, he said, Claude, he said, do this. He goes,
both dead now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Both, yeah.
Rich Farney,
I think Stephen Lewis is a brilliant actor and all.
Blakey.
Yeah, brilliant. And I love him. I know you're not a fan of it, but I love him in the Last of the Summer Wine as well. I think he's brilliant in that as well.
Yeah, I only watched a couple. That's the one with Compo, isn't it? Compo.
Yeah, but it's funny. If you watch it properly, it's fucking hilarious.
There was that little. What was the name of his side piece? That birdie. It was it Betty?
Nora
Betty?
Bay,
Nora Batty, that's it. Yes.
She's passed away now, isn't she?
Is she?
Yeah, she's passed away, and they're all most of them. I think most of them are dead now. Yeah, most of them are. And she was brilliant in that as well. Jean Alexandre, she was absolutely brilliant in that. Old Brogden out of Coronation Street. She's fucking brilliant in that as well. But
Arsenal Manic, right? I'm gonna reveal something to you. I was actually in Grange Hill when I was 13. No word of a lie. For 2 years I was in it, but it was as an extra. I think I said a couple of lines here and there, but it was never a main character. I was an extra because I used to do a lot of acting. I've been in The Bill. I was in that for a day. That was when Tony Stamp, I did a scene with him. I had to get a brick and throw it through a car window to grab a briefcase on the seat. As soon as I grabbed it, Tony Stamp would chase after me.
Hold on, I've got all the old episodes, so I could. Do you know?
I've tried to find it. I can't find it.
You can get all the old episodes up. Is it one of the really early ones?
I was about 13, 14. I can't remember, Claude, if I'm honest. The Grange Hill ones, I've got them, but they're on VHS. I've got obviously back in them days.
Yeah,
so I've just obviously got loads of
we've because they're on what you call it, one of the channels, one of the Sky channels. They do all the old things, go back to the old days of the Bill, and if it's one of the early years. So how old did you say he was when he was on that Bill?
About 13. 13.
So that would be what? 26 years ago. Were you 35? 39?
I'm 39.
26 years ago, so that'd be 94.
90.
No,
yeah, well, no, 98, isn't it? I don't know.
2000 would be 10 years.
I found the letter. I actually 94. Found 94. I actually found the letter from Grange Hill. I've actually got the letter saying, obviously, about the next block of filming and all that sort of stuff. It's got the date on it, so I can't remember what the date said, but yeah, I've got it upstairs. When I see you next, I'll show you. But yeah, mate, and it was filmed at Elstree, Claude, which is obviously
was that an extra in the Bill, or was that
what in the Bill?
In the Bill,
yeah,
was it?
Yeah, that was just a one-off. That was just a one-off episode. I had one. That was just that one scene.
But was you an extra, or was you just a?
No, I didn't say nothing. No, I just had me and this other kid. We had to throw a brick through it was a Jeep, I think, through the window to get a briefcase on the seat. Grab that. Tony Stamp chases us. Cut. That's it. It was literally. But that scene took about 2.5 hours.
That's near Wimbledon. They do that, isn't it?
Oh God, I can't remember where we filmed it.
Wandsworth, isn't it? Near Wandsworth. I know where that is.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was South London somewhere. I don't think it wasn't Wimbledon.
Not Wimbledon. I'll tell you where it is. Garrett Lane, off Garrett Lane.
Might have been.
Not 2 in Broadway Station.
Might have been. I can't. I'm going back. My memory's terrible, but yeah, that was fun, mate. It was fun. It was brilliant.
Where's Grange Hill film? That's in Elstree, isn't it?
That was that was Elstree. So we shared the same.
There's an actual place called Grange Hill, isn't there? In Essex, isn't it?
So yeah. No, it's not in Essex. I think it's in London.
Not Essex, but it's east. It's on the Central Line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I think it's near Loughton. Near Loughton, Chigwell Way. I think it's up there.
I used to think that was it, what they based it on,
but we used to share like the same canteen as EastEnders. So obviously, when you go for your lunch, right, you see the EastEnders cast.
I've been on the actual set because I had to drive this. I had to drive, you know, the sister of the nutty sister of what's her name? The big girl. What's her name?
The big girl. Heather.
Oh no.
I'll tell you what, while you're thinking of that, Zane, thank you very much, mate, for the super chat. Will you do live fan cams when fans are let back in? Claude?
I'm afraid my fan cam days are over, Zane. I'm afraid, because this is not the channel that we're doing. The only one channel that does that. You can't compete with AFTV. It's especially other clubs have got different ones, but AFTV is very unique. You can't compete with AFTV. Well, unless someone really comes up with a great. The only way you can compete with AFTV if he's suddenly, if Robbie just decides to let it go and moves into mainstream, which wouldn't be. I wouldn't put it past him to go into mainstream, because he's very good. I think he could actually end up in mainstream TV. But then I think maybe, and that's the only way that AFTV will stop going. I don't think you can. As I say, you can't really compete with them. It's impossible.
Yeah. Cheers, Zane, though, man. I appreciate that. Blakey, the legend. Carter, quiz is a nice idea. Like it. Pick an era and we can participate. Like 1970 to 75 era. Yeah, we can do quizzes. We can do all different types of quizzes as well. Yeah, we have got some, good ideas. We've got the Fools and Horses stream that we're doing. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. Cannot wait for that. But yeah, listen, there's so many things we can do in our members. What I don't want the members stream to be are boring. And to be honest, the ones we've had have been far from that. Especially the last one. Very entertaining, very heated, very fiery, but that's what we like. So yeah, going forward, we'll be doing a lot more. Whilst there's a lot of guys watching, I believe our next member stream, Claude, am I right in saying this is tomorrow?
I'm trying to do one. I'm trying to do one tomorrow. I'll get Terry to, if you can't, none of you boys, I'll take it on myself.
I'm free. I'm there. So guys, just check our community tab on the channel. Yeah, go to community. All the details will be there. Likes wise, 153. Come on, we beat 150. Thank you very much.
We've got another week, and then after next week, it's going to be quite busy, because once the Premier League gets back, we will be busy. We're going to have watch-alongs in the Champions League, Europa League, all different things going on. I'll be doing my daily show every morning. And anything breaking in the evening or afternoon, that will happen. But will definitely be a lot of watch-alongs coming up in the next few weeks, because that's what it's all about. Because now we've got 6 weeks of Champions League, week after week, Champions League, Europa League for 6 weeks running. So it's going to be quite a busy period. So stay tuned to the Banstas.
Stay tuned, yeah. Thank you for being part of the Bansta House. And if you notice as well, we've been doing a lot more content lately.
How many likes have we got? Yeah. How many likes have we got now?
We've got 155. I did really want to try and get it to 200, but I don't know if that's me being too ambitious. But look, we got over 150, so I appreciate that. Honestly, guys, you don't realise how much likes helps. It really does help the channel. I'm not just saying that. It really does. Take my word for it. Which is why I keep asking for likes. If you like it, if you like what you're watching, do a like. If you dislike, if you don't like it, then put a dislike. That all helps. Daniel Hartley, keep it real and honest, then it will grow. Don't change. I certainly won't change, mate. I say what I see. I say what I feel. I know I go against the majority with some of the things I'll say, but at least with me, I'll say it, but I can back it. I'll tell you guys why I think something, and I'll explain, and hopefully you'll be able to see where I'm coming from. And Claude's the same. Claude's one of the most real people I've ever met. And that's you, Claude, isn't it? I think that's why you're so well loved, mate, because you tell it as it is. Hence the title, The Voice of Reason.
Yeah, there we go. Look at it go. Voice of Reason.
Look, see, look, even says it on his top. There you go.
Anyway,
right.
I think we're going to call it a night because it's midnight and we was on at 10 o'clock. We've been on here nearly 2 hours. I thought we was on at 10, but we must. Oh yeah, we did go a bit later, didn't we? Because of the technical issues that we have. I'll be back in the morning for my morning show. I don't know yet what time, but keep out for notifications. But till then, have a nice sleep well.
So I just found this. Sorry, Paul. I saw a few comments saying about super chat. Sorry, mate. I'm hoping this is the one that people was on about. Paul Bridle, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. He is good, but you guys have the chemistry. Yeah, do you know what we were saying this earlier on, weren't we?
Who is good?
He's. Oh, hang on.
Who are we talking about? Who's he?
Oh, I think he's on about Robbie, AFTV. I think, judging from the earlier comments, but yeah. Listen, you know, we've fallen on our feet a little bit, if I'm honest with you, because obviously, you know, Terry and I obviously joined up with Claude, and it could have gone either way. We could have done this, and it just doesn't work, and it doesn't come across well to you guys, or it goes the other way, and we obviously have chemistry and we can bounce off each other and have a bit of banter as well as a bit of a debate. My personal opinion, it's gone that way, meaning obviously the chemistry is there. We have a debate. We don't always agree on things, and that's what makes it really good. We're just being how we would be if we was down the pub, guys. If we was down the pub and having a chat about the football, I will agree with certain things Claude says and disagree with Terry, and vice versa. And I know both of these guys don't always agree with me, and I like that because we can argue it and we can debate it, and we still walk away as mates. So, yeah, brilliant. But thank you, Paul. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Have I missed anything else? I don't think I have. Oh, hang on. These are before. Oh, Zein. Why can't I find that? There we go. Sorry, Zein. Apologies, mate. Thank you for the super chat. Claude, do you have any connections to the New York mob that can have words with Kroenke to spend more money? Claude, be honest.
I'm afraid no. Otherwise, I would have done it by now, wouldn't I? Well, I understand that. It's not just Zein. Believe me, it's not just Kroenke. It's also the way we've spent the money as well over the years. We can blame Kroenke for a lot of it, but if your recruitment staff, he gives you the money. If they don't spend it properly, there's nothing you could do. It's not just Kroenke, my friend. It's the people that were underneath him as well. It's all very well saying, oh, well, yeah, but he employed them, but then he knows nothing about football. So he's giving them that trust. And whoever you put in charge, unless they really do know about football, you're going to have the same old story. I think the best owners, to be honest with you, are Leicester. Leicester have got the poor guy that died, and now his son has taken over. I think they're great owners. I think they're fantastic owners. I think Liverpool's owners are brilliant as well, because they understand the football. They understand the game. Whereas I don't think it's not his fault. He's got his mind is on 6 different sports in America, so he's not going to have 100% attention here. So what he's got to do, he's got to trust the people that he puts in charge, and he's got to take a chance with them. And unfortunately, they've let him down. So, as I say, he has to blame, but he's not the sole reason we're in this mess. So that's it. I think, Diesel.
Yeah, cheers again, Zein, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you, and sorry for missing it, mate. Better late than never, as they say. Thank you to Alex Wilden as well. Terry, Diesel, and Claude are honest. They know their football. And Steve, this channel is good because we have videos on this channel every day. Yeah, we're trying to do it a lot more streams for you guys as well. If we're doing too much, let us know. We're loving it, aren't we, Claude? We're just enjoying it. We love doing this. And Daniel Hartley, I remember your comment from earlier. Listen, mate, we'll never change. We won't be caught in the grip of that celebrity lifestyle. no chance. We're just humble guys talking about something we love. It's as simple as that. So yeah, we'll never change. Hence why we don't like doing pre-recorded shows. We like doing streams like this because we love the interaction from you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. 160 likes. Thank you guys. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Claude, you've not signed us out in a while, have you? You need to sign us out.
Because I ain't got the energy anymore. But I'll say it's time to go. Good night.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Later on. Mwah! Love yous.